What is going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney. Appreciate you guys for watching this video today. You can also just call me Juice because that is my nickname. Appreciate you guys, like I said, for watching. Be sure to smash this like button right now, as it does help these videos get out to the public and the channel to grow overall. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos on here weekly, and I post every single day if I can, and turn on post notifications too, so you don't miss a single one of those videos that I post. It's only right, you guys. Let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens today in this video. Okay, in the offseason, I picked the Ravens to go 7-9. And I gotta tell you, after 2 weeks of the season, I thought, man, am I dumb? I mean, the Ravens look very, very good. I mean, they're scoring a bunch of points. Lamar Jackson looks great. But then these last 2 weeks, I kind of thought to myself, I might be a smart guy. Because I think the media overall just thinks the Ravens are a really good team. And I think they're a solid team. I really do. I think they can potentially get into the playoffs this year. But I've heard some talks in the media that the Ravens are an elite team. And I just don't see it. To me, there are two elite teams in the AFC. That is the Patriots and that is the Chiefs. Point blank, period. That's it. The Texans, I don't buy them as an elite contender. Okay, the Browns, I like the Browns, but I don't buy them as an elite contender. The Steelers, no thank you. When I look at all the teams, it's pretty much the Patriots and Chiefs in the AFC, and that's it. And as far as the NFC teams go, I say the Saints, I say the Packers, I say the Cowboys, I say the Eagles. I say those are the only four elite teams in the NFC right now. I know the Rams are good. I know the Seahawks are good. I know the 49ers are good. I know there's some other teams out there that are decent, but those are the four elite teams to me in the NFC. So the Ravens to me are not a Super Bowl contender this year. They're just not. They're not a Super Bowl contender, okay? And for a couple of reasons. Like I said, the first 2 weeks of the season, man, I thought the Ravens were going to look really, really good. But I think what people have to realize is that the brand of the Ravens, which is pretty much running the football on defense, they only do one of those two things well, okay? They run the football extremely well. I will give the Ravens that. They are by far the best team running the football this year. Mark Ingram is dominating. They got Justice Hill, a guy of Oklahoma State that they like a lot. I like him a lot too. The offensive line is an elite run blocking offensive line. It's an elite offensive line overall. So that's one thing the Ravens do have going for them. Lamar Jackson, he's arguably the best running quarterback in all of football right now. I do think he's a better runner of the football than Deshaun Watson. And now that Cam Newton is pretty much a corpse and he's no longer healthy anymore, I give that title to Lamar Jackson. So the Ravens, they can pound that football down your throat. That's one thing they do well, okay? But a lot of people say, oh, the Ravens defense is great. It was great last year. And this year, that's just false. I feel like people are giving the Ravens the benefit of the doubt, saying, hey, their defense has been good these last 4, 5, 6 seasons. It's great this year. And they're not realizing the fact that the Ravens defense this year is honestly trash. It's not that good. It's just not, okay? The Ravens this year are 23rd in the NFL as far as points per game are allowed. They are 30th in the league as far as passing defense goes, okay? That's not very good. They're 27th overall as far as total defense. That's not very good. They are missing CJ Mosley. They are missing Terrell Suggs. They are missing Zadarius Smith. The Ravens have shown, look, that's one of the reasons why I thought the Ravens would go 7-9 this offseason, because I was very high on Cleveland. I was very high on Pittsburgh, and I said that ultimately the Ravens, they lost a ton of defensive players. I don't think they can quite make up for that. If I'm the Ravens, I'm going to look to try and go trade for Jalen Ramsey, because if I can do that, that makes me potentially a contender. But again, I don't think the Ravens probably will make that move. I do think the Chiefs or the Eagles probably will make that move if it's going to be made, okay? But either way, getting back to my point, the Ravens defense this year is not very good, okay? Outside of the Miami Dolphins game, they've not been good. Versus the Kansas City Chiefs, they got obliterated in the first half. They didn't play very well in that game. I know it's the Chiefs offense, but again, last year, the Ravens were able to hold the Chiefs offense pretty much in check. And they didn't do it this time around. They didn't do it. They got dominated in the first half. And that's without Tyreek Hill being in the line for the Chiefs, okay? The Cleveland Browns, a struggling offensive line, okay? A struggling Baker Mayfield, a team without an identity on offense, ran the football straight down their throat and absolutely put up 40 points on this Ravens team this past week. This past week, look, I didn't knock the Ravens for losing to the Chiefs, because the Chiefs, I think they're a top 2 team in all of football right now. They're definitely top 3. They can win a Super Bowl this year. And Patrick Mahomes, he's just a different animal, okay? He's a different animal. So I understand them losing on the road to Kansas City, but then to go at home and turn around and lose to a Cleveland Browns team that I was very high on, by the way. I was very high on the Cleveland Browns. I said they would win this division, and so far I think I'm going to stick with that. The Ravens had all the things going for them in that game. The Browns were without their two best quarterbacks, and Greedy Williams and Denzel Ward. They had an offensive line that was struggling. Baker Mayfield struggling all year. And the Ravens, Baker Mayfield played his best game versus the Ravens in Baltimore. That's a game you have to take. And as far as the Ravens go, we've already addressed their defense is not very good this year. It's just not very good. Until they prove to me that they can be better versus teams besides Miami, they need to prove to me their defense is better. And by the way, that Arizona Cardinals game, that was 23-17. That game was way too close to call. At home. Do you realize the Arizona Cardinals have not even won a game yet? And they took the Ravens down to the wire in that game. It took Lamar Jackson making a great throw to Marquise Hollywood Brown to seal the game with about 2 or 3 minutes left in the game. Are you kidding me? The Cardinals are not very good. I understand Kyler Murray is a great quarterback. I love Kyler Murray. I think he's a very good player. But the Cardinals are just not that good of a team. They're not. They're going to be picking top 5 in the draft. I guarantee you this year. And they hung around with the Ravens. So, and then back to my other point, okay? I don't think the Ravens can match up with a team that if they go up against a good offense, they're screwed. Now again, Ravens fans are going to say, "Oh, we have the number 1 scoring offense in the league." Yeah, it's inflated by you beating the Miami Dolphins 59-10, okay? The other 3 games of your season, you have not even scored over 30 points, okay? So miss me with that. This is a flawed stat. The Ravens are not the best offense in all of football. I don't care what the statistics say right now. They're not the best offensive football. They may not even be a top 10 offensive football, guys. I like Marquise Hollywood Brown. I like their tight ends. I like Mark Andrews. But the Ravens, I don't buy them. I just don't. I don't buy their offense. Lamar Jackson has improved. I like Lamar Jackson. I never said Lamar Jackson in the offseason would be a bust. I never said that. I said I believe in Lamar Jackson, but I think this year he will take a slight step back. And actually this year, he's progressed. Lamar Jackson has gotten better. And I appreciate that from Lamar Jackson. You can clearly see that he has worked on his game this offseason. But he's still not where he needs to be. He's not the kind of guy that can go toe-to-toe with Tom Brady and win, in my opinion. He's not the type of guy that can go up against Deshaun Watson if he needs to and win in a playoff game. I trust Deshaun Watson in a playoff game more than I trust Lamar Jackson. He's not the type of guy that I can say can go and beat Patrick Mahomes toe-to-toe. You just saw in that Ravens-Chiefs game, he wasn't... Okay, I'm not going to say he wasn't very good, but he left some throws to be desired in that game. He missed some open throws. There's still a work in progress for him throwing the football. And again, I believe in Lamar Jackson, but not quite this year. He's not quite the thrower he needs to be in order for this Ravens team to be an elite contender. So again, I like the Ravens. I think they probably can make a playoff spot. I don't think, well, they might go 7-9, like I said in the offseason. But I see them closer to 8-8 or 9-7. But I don't think the Ravens win their division. I just don't. I don't buy them. I think Cleveland probably wins this division, okay? I don't think the Ravens are an elite team. I think they're a good team. They're an up-and-coming team. But again, you're not going to beat the elite teams being a run-first football team in 2019, 2020. It just doesn't work that way. You need an Aaron Rodgers. You need a Carson Wentz. You need a Deshaun Watson. You need a Tom Brady. You need a Patrick Mahomes. You need an elite defense these days. And the Ravens don't have an elite defense. I think Lamar Jackson is a very good quarterback. I think he's definitely an above average quarterback. But he's not in that tier of elite category yet. So for as far as the Ravens go, I like their future. I think they're a good team. But again, as far as being an overall contender, I just don't quite see it with the Ravens this season. But by the way, be sure to comment where you agree with me and disagree with me. Do you believe in the Ravens this year? Do you not? Let me know if I'm right or wrong. I want to know what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God bless day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.